Hey, you! Yes, you! Are you a bloody tree lover? Of course you are! You clicked on this video that's all about trees. Basically, what I want to do is build myself a very cool forest all the way around here, like on this area. Because I'm planning to have my castle in this area, so I want this entire area to be full of massive redwood trees. So this is what I have in store, and as you can see, it is absolutely massive. This is a massive tree, and just having a bunch of these around without anything else would look kind of odd and kind of out of place. First of all, I do need to fix all of this. And here we have it. We have finished everything over here. Good job, Tram. Good job. So I can actually start placing trees. But in order to do that, we do need to make ourselves a tree farm. And we need to gather a bunch of materials. Which is going to make me cry, because I have to do another stream where I just dig a bunch of materials. Yeah, I stream on Twitch, by the way. Hashtag selfless promo. And we are done. I've just finished building this entire tree farm and gathering all the materials for the custom trees. As you can see, I am wearing my Christmas skin, which means that some time has passed. And the time has passed not because of the material collecting. No. Some time has passed because I am stumped on what to do. So I was in the call the other day with a good friend of mine, and he told me that my trees look a lot like scars. Frankly, he was not right. Frankly, they don't. They look so much worse. And I've decided I don't want to build the redwood trees anymore, just because, first of all, they're literally just like scars trees, but much worse. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna collect more materials for these trees, which means I'll have to gather a bunch of azalea leaves. And instead of building massive redwood trees, I'm gonna build these trees instead, which is still gonna be a forest and it's still gonna look nice, but it's not gonna be as redwoody. But that's fine. That's so fine. So I'm gonna start collecting more leaves and more trees and collecting more stuff. And we are done. Like, genuinely, look at this. Look at this and tell me that this doesn't look amazing. Let's take a look. White shard. Boom. Shader shard. Boom. Okay, it's dark, but still. Anyway, like, genuinely, this looks absolutely amazing. And I really love it. I really love how everything turned out. Genuinely, even though these are not redwood trees, I still think it looks really cool. So in this area, I'm gonna be building a little fisherman's hut, but that's probably next video, or probably later video, so you're gonna have to watch to find out. If you look at this forest, you'll see that it's barren as hell, because there's not a single fallen tree, not a single bush, not a single berry bush, nothing. Absolutely nothing. So this is just a field filled with a bunch of random pine trees. And we're gonna have to change that. Okay, so genuinely, I am horrible at recording stuff. As you've figured out, that there was no time-lapse and that there's paths, bushes, rocks, and other areas that are completed. So basically, what happened was, I completely forgot how to record flashback. That skill that I had to press one singular button like a mindless idiot has completely ran out, making me a mindless idiot. Anyway, I actually did end up building all of these paths and all of these bushes, and I'm really loving the way these paths actually turned out. I used a simple blend of coarse dirt, some brown concrete powder, and some dirt. And I just went all the way around and made a couple paths. I added a couple of details like these logs placed around here next to this log cabin. Then I added a bunch of rocks. a bunch of bushes, and a bunch of flower patches. For this forest, I went with these cornflowers and these lilies of the valley. But apart from that, because the video is like 4 minutes long and I don't want to put out some slop, because of that, we are going to make another house over here and actually fill this forest out fully, so it's gonna be like a proper forest now. I have a house designed in mind. It's going to be very similar to this house, but other than that, we are going to watch that, and I'm gonna make a little house, a little fisherman's hut, and then we will get back to yapping and talking. Well, I have actually completed it, and I think it turned out absolutely amazing. I know I've been saying that this entire video, but I genuinely adore how nice this forest looks like. At least so far, you know. I haven't finished all of it. I did a sizable chunk. I still need to do planning over here for my castle, but I think so far this little area is turning out very nice. For this house, what I did was I made this exact same house over there, but I did remove the chimney. I added some stilts, and I connected them with some fences, fence gates, and oak blocks. Did I just say oat blocks? On the other side, the side that doesn't face me, I added a small ladder that you can't really use. Fences arranged like this make for a perfect ladder, and I really love the way it looks. If we go over inside, you will see that nothing, and absolutely nothing, is furnished. On this area, I added a little pier you can fish from, and I also added like a couple of chests for some details. Of course, this building uses a lot of brown, so I tried adding some color with these flowers, which I think turned out really nice. I also added some green as well, but there's a lot of green around since we have a massive forest around this entire area. But genuinely, it turned out really well. Of course, I need to add some detailing over here, maybe like a couple of barrels or something, but I'm just gonna do that off camera. In this video, we actually did do a lot of stuff, so we actually made a ton of paths that look good and that definitely don't turn into grass when AFK. We also added like a bunch of bushes and a bunch of trees and terraforming, which I kind of enjoyed, although I do enjoy the more simple terraforming, not this terraforming. Here I added some baked-in lighting. In the other clip over here, I didn't do that, and I think I much prefer it that way. But yeah, that is gonna be for this episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, good job. I'm proud of you. And I'm gonna go battle some tree wars right now.